any nationality and study in any country.
Okay.
It's only the Dual Cultural Award where that's a younger age, it's for a summer program, and those kids do have to be of dual nationality.
Okay.
So moving on to the FAWCO Target Water Project, in just over 2 years, we, FAWCO clubs, members, have raised over $130,000 to build wells in Tabitha, Cambodia. An additional amount of money, and I believe it's right around $20,000, was raised by clubs that cannot donate directly to FAWCO, and so they've done their own water projects in their own countries. So we're at about $150,000 that was raised in water awareness during this Target project. And that project has ended. We are no longer accepting donations for that. We are moving forward to the next project, which you will find more about on Sunday or Saturday. I'm done tomorrow, so you won't find me here. Yes.
Just to say on that project, for the water project, we still have some of the books upstairs that we brought with us from Dublin, and so
it's a beautiful book.
Okay, right here is a copy of it if you want to take a look. It's been a very successful fundraiser for the water project, and it really is a pretty.
So even though it's closed, we just still have a few that we brought with us. If anybody would like to take them back to their clubs, they're a really fun gift. Thanks.
Thank you. So, the FAWCO Foundation's responsibilities. We're here to implement FAWCO's philanthropic interests in the global community by aiding charitable, scientific, and educational programs, preventing cruelty to children, and by supporting the rights of women and children throughout the world. We fundraise for the FAWCO Foundation's core programs and administer the funds to keep the foundation viable. We listen to FAWCO member clubs to see what they want and need from their foundation. So we just sent out a survey at the end of last year to the reps, to the presidents, to the friends of the foundation, which is anybody who has donated to the foundation, to FAWCO, and both of all the boards of the 3 organizations, to get feedback to make sure we're still on the same route that you want us to be on. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. And then to assist member clubs in their charitable causes. We've done some of this by, with Target, designing some campaigns like well-served desserts, well-deserved desserts. I always get that one wrong. Even back with malaria nets, we did a wine-in or a dine-in for malaria nets. So we've given ideas like that. Elsie actually created several campaigns that there was a cake box that you could sell little slices of cakes, and this was all for Target. And the board is really active right now in looking forward towards maybe a 3-year fundraising plan, and we'll be creating more ideas like this that we hope to get out to your clubs to help you in local fundraising, and hopefully for all of our projects. We expect that you'll be able to use them for Target fundraising if you want to sponsor a development grant with your club, or an education award, or raise funds for need scholarships. That is our goal in the very near future, is to put together this marketing and fundraising plan for the foundation, but the packages that will also go out to you, clubs, so that you can use them. Yes?
Mary from Rotterdam. Do you have any responsibilities to the other organizations that FAWCO is supporting? Like, I'm thinking about the 16-day campaign and the Half the Sky Foundation organization, that whole movement, because they have a whole series of templates, a booklet about how you can help. Do you have, since we supported that, is there any responsibility for our clubs to continue to support that movement?
No, we really have our 4 core programs. FAWCO may choose from time to time to promote like Half the Sky and the reading, but that is not one of the core programs, and so we do not have a tie to that in any way.
Okay.
Question.
Where? Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Vera from Rome. I am interested in knowing if you partner with private sector companies or other foundations, I mean, in a sense, to seek funds from them in some sort of
That is part of this new marketing plan and fundraising plan that we are implementing in the near future. We have always wanted to do that, but we have not had the volunteer support to do it. As a board, we're pretty busy with the 4 core areas and managing that. We've been trying to get some additional volunteer support so we can move forward with that. And we have a plan for that now to get that on the road, so yeah. So how do we do this? We get designated contributions from generous clubs and individuals such as yourself. We have foundation night, which is tonight, where we have a silent auction, and we have just fabulous items that you've all brought from all around the world, which makes it a really fun silent auction because there's just a real variety of items. And it's also a way that people that can't attend can participate because they send items with their friends or club members to donate to the silent auction. Then we have the live auction, which is higher valued items such as stays at B&Bs, stay at members' homes. Munich, anyone wants to come, you can stay with me for 2 days. That's in the live auction tonight. Sometimes art, other adventures, like we have a sailing outing. So we try to put some unique items, but they're usually higher value items, just like most live auctions are your higher value items. The Quilt, which you have seen over there, we sell raffle tickets through the weekend, or the week prior, your clubs prior to the conference, and then throughout the week we sell those tickets. Charm bracelets, which somebody has one on, I'm sure. There we go. So we have charms going all the way back to Vilnius, and you right now can buy a completed charm bracelet with all of the charms on it, or you can buy each year you can buy a charm specific to that conference. So we have a special charm for Bern this year. And this year we have the diamond earring raffle. Last year in Dublin, the foundation decided to try something new, which was the emerald earrings, or emerald ring, I'm sorry, it was an emerald ring. And we thought, well, maybe it'll compete with the quilt, and maybe we'll have an issue. We had no issue whatsoever. People love the idea of a ring or earrings. So we decided to try and keep this going. I think it's been pretty successful this year. We don't know our numbers yet, but I will tonight have somebody draw, and somebody will go home tonight with a pair of diamond earrings. Elsie says it's her, but you know.
It's me.
Maybe it'll be me.
Were those purchased or donated?
Those were donated.
Is everything donated, or does the foundation ever buy any of the?
Everything's donated.
Tickets still on sale?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, everything. Is everything still on sale? Yes.
Mary from Rotterdam again. You can also consider your tickets as a tax donation and ask for a certificate at the desk if you didn't know that. So you can take it off on your American taxes.
If you don't win, right?
No, even if you do, it's still, you've still donated, made a charitable donation.
I think with the raffle, probably. For your purchases tonight, you can take a tax deduction for anything above the value of the item. That's how U.S. taxes work. So if an item is valued at $500 and you pay $1,000, you can get a tax receipt for $500. That's part of the fun of being a 501c3. We can offer you those tax certificates. So yes, the raffle tickets will be sold throughout the evening tonight, all day today, and tonight at Foundation Night until we draw the earrings, and then obviously you're out of luck if you haven't gotten your tickets yet. And I believe the quilt is sold through the evening. Yeah, because that's not drawn until tomorrow. So this year, I think you saw it in my presentation last night, or yesterday, the theme is Nights in White Satin. And as I was mentioning, we have some fun items in the live auction tonight. These are donated by members. Some of us have solicited, like the Greek island. I stayed there last summer, wrote them and said, you want to donate a week? And they did. So we want you to think about that as you're going through your lives too, because we're always looking for fantastic items to offer. And sometimes it's as easy as asking your favorite hotel that you spend a weekend in, every couple of months, hey, would you be willing to donate for this auction? You get, worldwide publicity because we put it up on our website as soon as we get it in. You're hitting all these clubs. So we just ask you to think about that throughout the year. If you're somewhere or if you personally have a ski chalet somewhere or a beach house.
Because we all do.
Because we all do. Yeah. So to think about how we might be able to work with you to offer it for our fundraising evening. Of course, we've talked a little bit about the quilt. This has been going on for, 20 years?
Yeah.
It's a long time. And Roberta, unfortunately, can't be here with us this year, but every year she collects squares from the clubs and then creates these amazing pieces of art. So I mentioned the diamond earrings, which some lucky lady will go home to. Well, then just don't buy your ticket, buy those tickets, and then I have a better chance of winning, Laurie. There we go. Too late. Okay, so I talked about the survey we did. We sent it to the Friends of Foundation, presidents, reps, counselors, FAWCO. We had about 85 responses, which is about a 30% return, which we feel is a pretty decent, based on stats, it is a decent return. And we did it at the holidays, so I think it's a really good return. And we thought this was really interesting, this one slide. We mostly were trying to find out if we were on the right track, but we also wanted to know how much everybody really knew about the foundation. 57% of the respondents think that we get funding from corporate sponsorship. To this point in time, we have no corporate sponsorship. We raise everything from our members and donations from individuals. Again, part of our plan, as Vera was saying, this is something we are actively pursuing and hope to get off the ground very shortly. 28% think we get funding from grants. Again, no grants at this point. It's all from you. We don't want that to be the case in the future, so we're working to change that, but we thought that the numbers were interesting because we never have had this. And so some people are getting the misinformation of how we have operated in the past. Some people believe that they donate to the FAWCO Foundation by paying their dues. Not a penny of your dues come to the FAWCO Foundation. That is for operations of FAWCO, separate organization as we discussed. So we do not take anything from FAWCO and from your dues. This is where our income comes from. 29% come from club donations, 20% from individual gifts, 29% is donation trust, and that was that one donation we got this year for Need and Art Scholarship. So you can see how amazing that was for us to get such a wonderful gift as it becomes a third of our donations for the year almost. 21% from foundation events, which is basically tonight, foundation night. I have a little tiny sliver in there for iGive. This is a website that you can sign up on, and anything you buy through iGive, we get a donation. It costs you nothing other than having their button on your web or on your computer. And when you go to Expedia or 1-800-Flowers or Eddie Bauer, I think, REI, I mean, there's this Lands End. What was that?
Hundreds.
Yeah, I think there's, 1,000 or something like that. I mean, there's just a huge list of organizations that participate in this program, and all you have to do is sign up, and when you buy something online, we get a donation, and designate us as the charity that gets your donation. The information's all on our website. It's really easy to do. We'd love to grow that number a little bit from 1% because it's such an easy way for us to raise funds.
What percentage do they give?
It varies. The company decides how much. Yeah.
Yeah. A question I have on the funds received, how do you manage them? Do you invest them? Do you have some sort of a mechanism to...
Well, right now there aren't very many good investment options for us as a foundation. We used to have some higher interest accounts. We have closed those because they were no longer higher interest accounts, and we have them in accounts that we can now more easily manage and control. All of our accounts are in the US now. I think you may have heard Kathy comment yesterday that our Swiss bank account was closed because we're an American organization. We would love to try and set up another euro-based account, making it easier for clubs on the euro to donate. Although everybody can donate through PayPal, we also unfortunately have fees associated with any of those programs like PayPal that you donate through. So we're continuing to look at our options for how we manage our money, but that's...
Well, I'm just thinking, because yesterday we had one of the participants was a wealth management group, I don't remember the name of it. But I mean, just seeing if they could give some ideas.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
advice.
we do continue to look into our options. So, really quick, because apparently we've ended our 45 minutes already, I think. I don't know what time we're at, but 90% of the respondents said we should keep our development grants. The top 3 development grants of interest were critical health concerns, the right to food and water, hope through education, and 95% say the DGs support the goals of FAWCO. And 68% like the variety of DGs. So we were wondering, should we